Versus the host. This is the segment where our contestants have the chance to attack me and attempt to defy my grievance with the world of real estate. Today's statement is prices in San Diego County are currently too high for anyone sensible to make an investment in real estate. That said, I think prices will go higher in the future, but right now it's a great time to be a seller, not such a great time to be a buyer. Jeff Campbell, what say you?
Well, we hope they go higher in the future. Isn't that what we hope real estate does, ultimately? All love, no hostility. Here is what I give to you. KPBS recently said that San Diego County was number 6 in the nation for the highest rental rates. For a 2-bedroom rental in San Diego, can you imagine paying $2,200, $2,600 a month for rent? You see, let's take the focus on affordability based on what the rentals are, not what the purchase properties are, because San Diego County also has over 200 properties that are 2 bedrooms and greater for sale today. $200,000 and less, all right? $200,000 and less. So if we think about it, what's the mortgage, what's the PITI HOA on that?
Yeah.
All right, so if you put $25,000 down, 10% or thereabouts, including closing costs, $45,000 down on 20% down, you have to save a little bit of money and you have to have good credit. If you do that and have a great job here in San Diego County, you can afford to buy. And 2 bedrooms, minimum 2 bedrooms, that's going to run around $2,100, $2,400 before tax savings.
Right.
All right. Now, if rentals for a 2-bedroom are $2,400, $2,600, all right, it absolutely makes sense to be a home buyer. So we are the furthest away from unaffordability. We are affordable. You have to make sure that you have decent credit, save a little bit of money, and you can be a home buyer. Okay. So absolutely, with great love to you, not hostility.
Oh, bring
we
the
are
hostility.
affordable.
Bring the hostility.
We are affordable.
Come on, tell him. He's saying it's an affordable marketplace. Dale, what do you think?
Well, I think right now what really draws people into buying is what Jeff's saying about what they're paying now for renting a property. I mean, those rents are going up.
Yep.
And right now, interest rates are really low. I think everybody has like almost like interest rate lag or something. They're feeling like it's like they don't realize how low it really is, you know. And you almost feel like, oh, 4%. It's always 4%. It's not always going to be 4%. And right now, you're getting these rates that are so low. You're in the 4s. You're sub 4 on some programs. You're not going to get that all the time. So buying right now is a great time. You know, if rates go up 1%, you're going to lose buying power.
Yeah.
You know, but you're not going to lose. The properties aren't going to go down in value if it goes up 1% or 2%. So if values are going to stay, and you're just going to lose buying power, I feel like today would be the time to do it.
Makes sense. Erica?
I agree with both Jeff and Dale. I have a little bit of love and a little bit of hostility. You know, when clients come to me, should I sell? Is now a good time to sell? Or buyers come to me, is now a good time to buy? Or should I wait 6 months? I tell them, let me check my crystal ball. Mm-hmm. No, we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what the market's going to bear in 6 months from now or in a year from now. Sure. And what I tell them is, if you're ready to sell now for whatever reason, a new job, a bigger home, downsizing, then let's put the home on the market and let's sell it now.
And I definitely am not saying, everyone, sell your houses. Do it now. Do it quickly. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you are a home seller, then it's a good time.
Well, you know,
to be a home seller.
Think about it.
Was that your Arnold
Schwarzenegger?
It was a scary one. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
When have you ever heard a professional salesperson not say it's time to buy? Mm-hmm. In any sales realm, a professional salesperson, if you come onto my automobile lot, if you come into my open house, now is the time to buy. I'm there to perform a job, and that is to sell my inventory and sell what I have now. So I think that's a different question. Really, but it's okay to talk about it. That, you know, we'll go on different branches on this tree. Mm-hmm. But the thing here is that if you're working with a professional is going to find a way to help you better your position, get in the school district you want to get into that home with the pool, and whether it's the property that they're representing or another property, if they're honoring their fiduciary, now is, we don't know what tomorrow is, like Erica was saying, but I know what today is,
Right.
and today's a good time to buy.
Okay.
Well, buying in your means is always, it creates stability for your family, it creates owning a home. All those things are such a positive impact on the community as well.
Yeah.
And I disagree a little bit with Jeff because that's not how I personally do business. I don't, once again, I still like to sit down with, both my buyers and sellers, and I like to figure out goals. I'm a huge goal person. We have vision boards that we do, and quarterly we look through our personal goals and our professional goals. So that's kind of a little bit more how I do business as far as, what would you like to do? What would you like to see 1 year, 5 year, 10, 15 from now? And so, I hate to say it, but now isn't always the time to buy and sell. It really, I'm going to go back over and over that it really depends on your goal and your expectation and what you would like to see out of your life.
And when I
then we
put
plan
myself in your
accordingly.
shoes, I understand and adopt the consultation portion of this business. I can never go take a listing and not explain to my seller, I am, to the walls on selling your home. I am going to pull out all stops because everybody who asks if they should buy your home, I am going to say yes. However, of course, we have to make sure it's within their means, and I don't think that any professional will overextend a client or do something that would not be in their overall best interest.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it's situational. That's what it comes down to. Everybody has a different situation, timeline, goals with what they are. Do they have a family now? Are they going to have a family in the future? So what makes sense for them at that time? Maybe renting for another year, saving up more money, and then buying a home in a year from now. We don't know what interest rates are going to be like. We don't know what the market's going to be doing then, but it's never good to overextend yourself. So it's situational, and that's why we do the consultations with the clients to see if buying is right now or selling is right now, or should we wait?
And just to be clear, what I'm saying is that you could still buy real estate today and make money on it 20 years from now, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you may. I'm just saying that it's not as good a time to be a buyer as a seller, because sellers right now, people who've owned homes for the last 3, 4, 5+ years, they've got equity.
But that's not correct. It is a good time to buy right now.
Well, I'm
completely,
it's
totally.
not as good of a time to buy as it is to sell.
You have to
because
make it your market.
there is
You have
low
to. You
inventory
make it your
situation.
market. Have you ever heard people say it's a buyer's market or it's a seller's market? Yet, have you in a buyer's market, have you had people sell? Right. Well, you got to make the market for your clients.
Yeah, every transaction there's a buyer and seller. No question
Right.
about that. You
But
can't
if you
get
look
away
at
from that.
Once again, I'm going to go back to stats. If you look at historic data, then we're still at 10% below the peak of 2005. So right now, the way that the trends work is, you'll see the timeline. I'm sorry, not the timelines, but prices will go up and down and they'll divot, but they never go lower than the last historic peak. So we're still 10% below 2005, 2006 peak right now.
So what does that mean? Does that mean everybody has to wait?
I don't think that means anything. No, I'm not saying anyone should wait. If it's the right time and it's the right thing for you to do for your family, you go ahead and buy. I'm just telling you, it's not a great time to buy. A great time to buy was 2010. A great time to buy was
Actually,
2011.
It is a great time to
buy
buy,
was
though.
2012.
It's a great time right
Right.
now.
Those were great
Oh
times.
my golly!
Those were great times to
But
buy.
those were a great time to buy
Hindsight
because we were in a
2020.
short
Yeah.
sale market.
Yes, and if you bought in 2012, 2011, you have a lot of equity in your house right now. So when you say, is it a good time to sell and a good time to buy, you're going to make profit on the sale side of your property, but you might have to pay a little bit more on the buy side to get into something. But chances are you have so much equity in that property already that that's your down payment on a bigger home, and interest rates are still lower now than they were, or about the same, a couple years ago. So you're going to make money, but you're going to pay a little bit more for the property now. So it's again going over your
Right.
goals. What's important to you? How much money am I going to make? How much can I afford on the buy side?
Appreciate all of your input. Fantastic stuff. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate your time. Thanks for watching the Real Estate Debate. Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else.